Oh, hurrah! Oh, hurrah! Oh, hurrah! Holy, another beauty day in the Bay. How much you want to bet this weekend? It is like doom and gloom, 7,000 mile an hour winds, bullshit, friggin' ruined my life. Anyway, guys, it is freaking Thursday. You're probably watching this on a Tuesday, maybe even a Wednesday. I don't freaking know anything. I don't know what's going on anymore. I haven't even edited the video from yesterday yet. Like, I've just been slacking. Maxing and relaxing and slacking and cracking. I'm gonna let this thing out. You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? You're a Space Cadet. You're a Space Cadet. Who's Bobby? Woof, woof, woof. Well, super late break for me today. It's like friggin' 10 after 1 and I'm finally coming downstairs to put my fish in the fryer. Fish in the fryer! Can't even remember. What kind of fish did I buy? What kind of fish did I freaking buy? I don't even. Pollock, yum. All right, let's drive it in the fryer. Yay. Hello from the steamy side. It's a kitty cat. Look at the kitty cat. Who's a kitty cat? Mouthface. Mouthface. Hey, stupid. Want to come in the house? That's funny. I said, hey, stupid, and you looked right at me. You're so awesome. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? All I gotta say is I'm stoked to have a long weekend this weekend. Means next week is only 4 days of freaking work. Yeah. I keep forgetting that I gave myself this ridiculous shave job. Yeah, I look in the mirror and go, what the hell's going on there? And then I realized, oh yeah, it was turning all gray and stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna shave that off. I'm gonna give myself something stupid. Give myself that. Yeah, I did. Totally did. So, I don't know if you heard or not. You probably didn't because I didn't tell you. Maybe I did. I don't know. I told you on the stream, but if you weren't on the stream, you didn't hear it. North Bay! We got the new variant of the COVID virus. Yeah, some friggin' Brazil variant. You guys are filthy. My shirt's only so... Anyway. Yeah, so we got some Brazilian variant of the COVID virus now. Apparently it showed up in one of the ghetto rentals down on Lakeshore. We're not leaving the gray zone because of this. Because people... I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how the frig the Brazil virus got here. And the other thing I'm trying to figure out is... how do they know it's the Brazil virus? Like, is there a Canadian variant of COVID? Does it, like, reek of maple syrup and say sorry all the time? And every time you cough, you go, eh? But on a serious note, there must be different variants, right? Depending on each one of the, I don't want to say cultures. What I want to say is climates. Like Canada, we're known for having summers where 20 degrees Celsius is shorts and t-shirt. Where, let's say in Florida, 20 degrees Celsius, they're wearing hoodies. All right? What's 20 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
20 degrees Celsius is equal to 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
So yeah, so at 68 degrees Fahrenheit, that's what my house is currently heated to. 68 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I love it. This is perfect. This is shorts and t-shirt weather for me. I could easily wear shorts right now. I just don't like wearing them because armor is everything. But our version of COVID seems to spike up in the winter months when the temperatures drop and seems to drop off in the summer months when the temperatures go up. So because in Brazil, I'm thinking they don't get too much snow or cold climates, I'm wondering if theirs follows their flu season as well. See, our COVID seems to work on the same principle as flu, and I don't know how the when is Brazilian flu season? When is flu season in Brazil?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You're kind of stupid. That's my thing. I'm wondering if, because, you know, COVID or coronaviruses are based off of the flu. Well, the flu is a coronavirus, right? So this COVID-19 is based off of, it's a variant of the flu. So it kind of reacts the same way where in the super warm months, it's kind of dormant. You still infections. People can still get the flu in the summer, but they tend to really spread it around more in the winter. And I'm wondering if that's just how it works. So I don't know, man. I don't know. And if Brazil, if theirs, let's say theirs spreads harder during June, July, August, September, and then ours picks up October, November, December, January, February, March, April, then we only have like May where we have a clean month. That's going to destroy a lot of problems. Like that's going to cause a lot of problems financially for people. It's going to destroy society as we know it, right? So I can't wait to see this unfold. But yeah, let me know if anybody got the Canadian version, and if you cough, you go, hey, goodbye. Well, guys, I'm thinking for the weekend, instead of using frozen minnows, because I get such great success with those, I'm thinking about going to the bait shop on Saturday and scooping up some actual minnows. Like the real kind, you know, the biggie, the big fatties, not the salteds and not the chums. straight up freaking buy some minnows. Reason being is I figure if I get that rattle reel thing going, send it down the hole with a live minnow on a treble or even on the hook, it'll swim around, hopefully find something and get destroyed. Now I was thinking, because I've been trying my best to try and catch a pike. I really want to catch a pike. I was advised to use big freaking minnows, like a huge minnow. So all I can think of is chubs. Chubs are massive, great big freaking minnow. Stick one of those on a hook, send it down, let it swim around. Worst case, nothing bites it. No small fish. Perch aren't going to go after a chub. If they do, it's going to be one hell of a perch. Big walleye might take it, but a big walleye, that's dinner. And yeah, so that's going to be the thing. So I'm definitely going to go out Saturday. I'm going to bring the big tent, not this little guy. We're going to run the biggie, the big one, the 3-man for a single man operation. I got some ideas too. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of people using ice fishing stuff, and they seem to all bring clickboard out. Now I got 2 pieces in the garage there, and they put it on the floor and they put their feet on it and they're fine. Another option is you can use an old car mat. If you have an old car mat, you can separate the ground from your feet that way. Because the Johnny Law's got someone pulled over, day route, so that's fine. But yeah, you can use a car mat. I was always wondering why my buddy Ryan's girlfriend brought a car mat ice fishing, and now I know why. Because it keeps your feet off the snow. And even with good winter boots, over time, the cold will seep through your boots. So if you can get an insulating layer between your boots and the snow, you're gonna have a better time. And that was always my problem while ice fishing, was my feet would get so cold they would hurt, and then would take the fun out of the ice fishing. Can't remember which one of these I filled. Problem with ice cube trays, eh? Anyway, I got myself some water, and by making it, I'm gonna put some in a cup. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat my fish, because I'm freaking hungry. I wonder what the hell's going on over here. Like, the cop's in his truck, the other guy's sitting in his car. They're pulled over as much as possible, but due to the snowbank, they're practically in the middle of the road. You guys were telling me on the squirrel video, now that you got him out of there, you should go up in the attic and patch up the hole where it's coming in. So the problem is the hole where it's coming in is right here. Now my attic that you see when I go up there is from here to here. This is the actual roof. On the other side of this is insulation, and then that wood. And if I were to rip a hole through this wall, I'd be outside. Okay? So that's why it's kind of hard, and I gotta fix it from the outside. I ain't about to jump on that friggin' roof in this weather. That's a good way to get yourself hurt, especially because of the amount of ice up there. We'll deal with that this summer. Alright guys, well it's 5 o'clock, work is done. Tomorrow is Friday, and then onward with the fun, whatever that means. Unless they somehow miraculously close down the lakes, because 24 COVID cases in the Lancelot buildings down on Lakeshore. Holy shit. That's like 8 times more cases than we've ever had in the city ever. I wonder who we blame for that one. Now I know they legally can't close the lake because you just can't. You can't close a body of water. The city doesn't own Nipissing, because if North Bay owned Nipissing, then Sturgeon Falls is on Nipissing. They should own Nipissing, and they can't close that. All they can really do is close the boat launch. But we don't need a boat launch to get on the lake to deploy. We don't use a sled, and I got places that I could easily park my vehicle and get to the lake. I know a couple access points. I've already scouted them out. So I am not freaking worried if they decide to close the boat launches. There is a will. I have a way. We will get on the lake. Worst case they do is they show up at my shanty and tell me that I need to leave the ice, or they're gonna fine me. So they better have some damn good fine, and it better not be, we're gonna ticket you for trespassing, because the lake is not governed land. So it's not really trespassing because I didn't trespass. So they gotta have a valid reason to fine you for it. You know, they could tell people and say, hey, you know, it's recommended that you don't go ice fishing. But honestly, is there any other form of social distancing more socially distanced than ice fishing? Like, honestly, I'm walking out, dragging a sleigh wrapped around my body to a remote location on hard water setting it up, going inside of it on my own, and the only time I'm not social distancing is when the MNR show up to harass me, to make sure I don't have any fish that I shouldn't have. That is it. That is the only time. So, as long as that doesn't happen, hey, you know what? We're fine. But that's also the reason why I haven't been going out too much this week. Pretty much haven't been doing too much this week. It's because of all these outbreak monkeys and that happening. I'm trying to limit my exposure to the outside world. I know there's a lot of people out there who think it's all a farce. I'm sort of with you on that. Is COVID-19 real? I got it back in March. So, yeah, I can say it's real. It didn't affect me that bad. Sounds like it's affecting him. What'd you do? Did you eat your poop? You choking on your own turds? You're gross. But, like, I got it back in March of 2020, and I got pretty sick, but not as bad as I did when I was hit with pneumonia back in I was living here, so 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. I got pneumonia so freaking bad, it was horrible. And like I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, tubes up my nose and like respirator mask and getting all sorts of friggin' different. They had me on an IV drip for friggin' steroids for the, what do you call that one for the lungs there? Prednisone. Blasting me with prednisone on a friggin' drip. Okay, that's kind of hardcore. You know, I went in there, I had an O2 level of like 68 or something like that. She was down there. It was pretty awesome. They said I could have caused brain damage. I must have, because I became a YouTuber shortly after. But yeah, so when I had it in March, it wasn't like I felt sick. I felt like I had a cold. It just felt like a really bad flu. I took a couple days off work because I felt like shit. I took 1 day off work. That's right. I went in the 1 day, and then the boss was like, don't come in tomorrow if you feel like crap. I want to be able to take my trip, because she was going on a trip before they locked down the country. I didn't come in that day because I felt like shit and just stayed home and slept it off. But when I went and got my blood work done for my type 2 diabetes in May, the doctor said we found some irregularities in there, and after looking it over, it looked like there were COVID antibodies. Were you sick at all? I told him, yeah, I was sick in March. Didn't realize it was that. Said it was actually kind of weak. But the thing is if you look at who it's affected, it sucks. One of my friends, Sarah Beth, not the Sarah who comes out ice fishing. Sarah Beth is from like a long ass time ago, galaxy far, far away. She went to college with me. Blah. Okay. Her mom actually passed away from COVID-related illness. Jesse McJuggernuggets, his uncle passed away from COVID. You know, but I'm looking at the people who it's targeting and the people who are dying, and it seems to be striking at like the elderly and the morbidly obese. People who already have underlying health issues are the ones that it's taking out. And like, I think that's why if I would have been old Adam smoking cigarettes, 333 pounds, nearly died from acute pneumonia, you know, I'm pretty sure if I would have got it being that guy, I wouldn't be here right now talking to this GoPro. I'd be a goner. I'd be shut down. But because I turned my life around in 2018, lost a bunch of weight, put on a bunch of muscle, got myself in a better physical shape, capable of, you know, biking across town and back and having a good time and able to, you know, climb those stairs without getting winded. I think that's what gave me a fighting chance when I got it. I'm sure some of you out there also were affected by COVID, like somebody maybe in your family died. I know I got a lot of people in the US watching, and you guys got it worse than us because of things and stuff. It's hard to social distance when your population's so friggin' massive. We got it easy up north. It's 56,000 people in this town, and I'm pretty sure that number's kind of overemphasized, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we're sitting probably around 49,000 in this town because a lot of people are leaving because there's no damn jabs. I'm thinking, is it a real thing? Yes. But my biggest concern, like I mentioned earlier, is how can they know a version is from Brazil, a version is from, like, there's the COVID virus, then there's the Brazilian variant, then there's the UK variant, and then there's this, what, is there an Australian variant, and an India variant, friggin' China variant, I'm trying to figure out all the different, like, South America, well, Brazil, I guess, would be the South America variant. But, like, is that what it is? Like, is it based on geographical location and climate? You know? Like, when it first happened, they mentioned that this virus has the ability to be highly... You got COVID? You okay? Freaking dog starts hacking. think he ate his poop. Probably stuck in his throat. Hitting his dangly thing back there, eh? My goodness. Really? Get it out. Did you win? I think he got... Jesus. Anyway, guys, I do want to apologize for you back-to-back boring-ass pacing around the kitchen vlogs. You know, it's like I said, with all this nonsense happening in my little town, with all these infections going around, with that, mind you, it's happening on the other side of town, but it's the side of town where I go fishing. I literally drive by COVID Hotel, which is what I'm going to start calling the Lancelot building, the COVID Hotel. I literally drive right by it every time I go fishing. So it's like, I don't know if those people are going to be out there ice fishing too or whatnot, but like, I don't think it can transfer that far. 6 feet, right? And I'm wearing a mask at all times with my balaclava, but now they're saying wear 2 masks and get anally swabbed and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. But one thing I did want to bring up, as I brought it up the other day, was I mentioned archery in that. And I don't know if any of you guys out there bow hunt or use bows or anything, but I'm thinking that might be a good thing. Like my backyard, you know, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good back. Is it friggin' snowing? But she's a pretty good backyard. I got a lot of room back there. I could set up a target. It's like some boards or something back there as a backdrop, some foam targets, and I could stand up here and I could fling arrows downwind to get practice in for shooting. And that could be pretty awesome for the summer. Like if I can get pretty good with a bow, come the fall, you know, I could brush up my hunter safety course, get my hunting license, get, I don't want to go after deer or anything by any means. Mind you, that would be pretty friggin' awesome. Imagine dropping a deer, how much meat I'd have for the whole freaking winter. I'd have deer steaks and deer jerky and deer ground deer and deer this and deer that, but like I don't know how to track them, so that's where the hunter safety course comes in. You know, bow hunting, like I could go out and drop rabbits and use my pellet rifle to drop squirrels, maybe even the slingshot if I get better with it. That'll be this summer, because apparently using a slingshot in the cold, when I was actually doing the slingshotting in the backyard, that was stupid. Okay, apparently that's stupid. The colder the weather, the stiffer the band, the less accurate the shot, especially on those circular bands. The flat bands, you get more of a straight shot, a better shot, but the circular bands are bad. But if anybody out there actually bow hunts or anything, you can recommend, what would you get? A recurve or a component? No. Compound bow, that's the word I'm looking for. And why? Let me know in the comments down below, what would you get? A recurve or a compound bow? And why? And what poundage? I noticed there's a lot of different poundage. I'm assuming that's how much pull it takes. It takes like 20 pounds to pull it all the way back and forth. And releasing it maybe exerts 20 pounds a throw. Now keep in mind, I'm also going to be drawing left hand. I have to. I tried shooting a bow like this once and it just doesn't feel right. This feels perfect. So I will be drawing left, and I've always been broken like that. When I write with the right hand. I grab a pen, right hand, right. You know, everything I do is always with my right hand. You know, if I'm going to be cooking eggs, I go for the spatula with my right hand. If I'm washing the car, when I reach for the hose, I reach for... Somebody says, give me 5. The first hand that comes out is the right. So that's my dominant hand, except when it comes to firearms. If I'm firing a rifle, I grab it left-handed. If I fire a pistol, I grab it left-handed. When I draw the slingshot, I pull it left-handed. I don't know why. Apparently it's because my left eye is better than my right. That's what somebody said. I don't know. But it's also the reason why firing my buddy's rifles sucked, because he shoots them right-handed, I shoot them left-handed, and the only one that was good was the SKS, because when it ejected a cartridge, it went overhead. But when you fired his Mini 30, you took a friggin' hot cartridge in the face every damn time, and it sucked. When I fired the Glock, that ejected out the side in your face. Sucked. You know, the shotgun, well, at least then you can chuck, you know, you bang, shuck, and it comes out, so you can just like kind of lean it off to the side and shuck it and go, and you don't really have to worry about it. The break action was nice because, you know, you just break it and it fires them over your shoulder. Or, no, that one didn't do that. The double barrel didn't do that. The double barrel was a crack, and then you pull them out, and then you put 2 in and you slam it shut and fire again. And if you squeeze the trigger really hard, you fire both barrels, and let me tell you, that bruise you right here. Oh, frig, that thing kicked like a mule when you unloaded friggin' 2 slugs. Holy shit, put you on your ass if you're not careful. But anyway, guys, let me know for bow hunting. Because with a bow, you don't need a license. You don't need a firearms license. You just have to be over the age of 18. Yeah. Same with air guns. Like, I could take my airsoft, frig. My pellet rifle. It shoots at 495 feet per second, so they say. And I could go out and blast squirrels and rabbits with that and easily get some meat. But if I wanted to do bow hunting, what would you get? Because I'm honestly definitely megally considering doing that for the fall. Maybe getting a bow this summer. I'm going to keep my eyes on Kijiji and stuff, see if anybody's selling anything used. And keep my eye on the, because I found a couple recurves on Canadian Tire. Because I still have a $100 gift card that I got to wait till Canadian Tire is open to spend it, because they're not taking gift cards until they reopen. So I have a $100 gift card, and I found a couple recurves on Canadian Tire, but I don't know if Crossman is a good brand for bow, and a recurve, I don't know if that's a good idea either. So if any experienced bow hunters are out there, if you can answer that question for me, that'd be greatly appreciated. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut her down here. I plan on live streaming tonight, so gonna get some scum going up in this brick. And yeah, so if you come up for the scum stream, that'd be awesome. And if you don't, then obviously you don't know about it yet, because this video comes out way after I'm streaming. But if I'm doing one in the future and you want to pop out and say hey, I'll be there to say hey back. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I understand it's kind of boring. I'm just walking around talking to a camera. But if you did, give that like button a click. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. If you're not subscribed, you can subscribe if you want. I really don't care at this point. And anyway, until next time, guys, remember, live to win, never give in. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.